As you heard there, working mothers face a balancing act between their career and raising a family. And with daycare costs rivaling college tuition in many U.S. states, it's more cost-effective for some women to stay home. A new survey found nearly 3 in 10 mothers in the U.S. are now stay-at-home mums. This is a reversal of a long-term decline that hit its low point in 1999. Roza Kazan investigates what's behind the trend.
Here, let's read your options.
Monica Cesarini is 34 and used to work as a consultant in public relations and communications. But since she gave birth to her son Tyler 2 years ago, working full-time no longer seemed like a viable option.
Between commuting and working, I would never be home with my kids.
She lives in northern Indiana. To find a job in her field, Monica would have had to make a daily 3-hour commute to Chicago, spending an average $120 a week in gasoline alone. Childcare wasn't cheap either.
$400 a week. And so on top of that, and transportation costs, I'd be probably bringing home a $200 or $300 paycheck, and that's not worth it at all.
A recent survey by the Pew Research Center suggests many women may be facing the same dilemma. In 2012, nearly 3 in 10 American mothers, or 29%, were stay-at-home moms who didn't hold a job outside the home. That's up 6% from the lowest point in 1999. At least 6% of stay-at-home moms say they're not working because they cannot find a job. And experts say at least some women may be weighing the rising cost of childcare and transportation against their own stagnating wages.
You want me to read it? Okay.
Erin Gosser, a teacher and now a stay-at-home mom, writes about women's issues in her blog, Social Butterfly Mom. She says the recent recession played a big role.
Several of my mom friends have been laid off. They've gone back to school, come back in, and they can't get a job. So then at that point, it's, are you going to take this maybe some small job that just doesn't pay you a lot, or are you going to stay at home with your kids and save on childcare?
But economics professor Hilary Leap believes mothers who opt out of the workforce should think about anticipated costs down the road.
We know that if you take time out of the market and are not working in your job, your skills will depreciate. You'll lose your part of your network. Even though it might look like it's going to be costly for childcare, in the short term, you have to really consider long-term cost of taking that much time out of your work.
While Monica says giving up a second income has meant short-term sacrifices, she says time with her children is worth the cost.
To us, it's more important to be able to be there and not miss out on school trips or different things and be involved in the kids' lives.
Roza Kazan, CCTV, Chicago.